Welcome back, football fans, to a new season of Lima Warriors football. Tonight, your Lima Warriors play host to the Capital City Bandits in their home opener. The coin toss has been decided, and we are going to go down to the field here before things get started, as we have a special ceremony for former player Mark McCombs, known to the Lima Warrior family as Preach.
Today we take it home to honor a member of the Lima Warriors family who passed away this year, Mark McCombs. As Preach. Preach was more than just a player, he was a brother, a leader, and a true veteran of this program. He was with the team for over 3 years, and during that time he embodied everything it means to be a Lima Warrior. From the moment he joined us, one thing stood out right away, his infectious smile. It was genuine, it was constant, and it brought people together. On the field, he brought toughness, commitment, and consistency every single time. Off the field, he helped build a culture of accountability, brotherhood, and unity that still lives on today and will last forever. His impact on this organization will never be forgotten. In his memory, all Lima Warrior players will wear his number 11 as a helmet decal. Preach, this season is dedicated to you. Beyond football, Preach was also a music artist known as Mark Music, sharing messages of love through Christ Jesus, our Lord and Savior. Please join us now honoring the life and legacy of Martin Preach McCombs with a snippet of one of his songs, Love.
This is the definition of true love. In 1 Corinthians 13, it says, love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It is not demanding its own way. It is not irritable and keeps no record of being wrong. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up. Love never loses faith. Love is always hopeful and endures through every circumstance. Cheery every circumstance. There are 3 things that will last forever. Just 3. That is faith, that is hope, and that is love. And the greatest of these 3 is love. So always show love. God bless.
Thank you.
Good evening and happy Saturday, everybody. Kev Nevick here of Carnage Media to bring you all of the action from tonight's home opener as the Lima Warriors take on the Cap City Bandits. Coin toss has been decided. We have heard the anthem. We're just minutes away from kickoff. We thank you all for joining us this evening. Don't forget to follow the Lima Warriors page so you never miss a live stream or any updates about the team. You also want to thank our sponsors tonight, Frickers. Coming to you live from Goodwin Field at Allen East. As your hometown Warriors rocking the white jerseys with the black helmets, and the Cap City Bandits will be in blue jerseys. As you see Capital City taking the field right now. The Warriors will receive the kick to begin the game. We will get our first look at the 2026 Lima Warrior offense. Weather conditions could be a little tricky tonight. About 15-mile-per-hour winds, a chance of light rain during the game. So we'll see if the elements play any effect on the gameplay tonight. But here we are, Bandits set to kick it off, and we are underway. Warriors receive around the 20. Gets a good block on the corner. He's headed to the 33 before he's brought down by the Bandits. Some good early field position for the Warriors, as the Lima offense takes the field for the first time this season. Warriors offense takes the field. Here we go. The 2026 regular season is underway. We've got quarterback in the shotgun, 2 split backs, and a receiver on each side. It's going to be a handoff to get us started. Nice cutback, as that will get a few yards. Great first play for the Lima offense as they get halfway to the first down yard marker. We'll see if it's going to be a heavy dose of the Warriors' run game tonight. Lining up in a similar formation. This time we've got the tight end to the left, split receivers on each side, and 2 running backs in the backfield. Snap taken from the shotgun. This time it's a handoff to the left, but the Bandits are ready for it this time as they stop the runner for a loss on the play. Number 32, Dietrich Wilson on the carry. As we see quarterback Vance Thomas heading into the huddle to call this third down play. Third and 6 coming up here. One receiver at the bottom of your screen, another at the top. Takes the snap, drops back. Both running backs stay in the block. And that one is deflected. Thomas, looking for the quick hitter. And unfortunately, that one is broken up. And we have an injury on the field. There is an injured Bandits player. That is very unfortunate. And now, as we can see, the Bandits making their way back to the sideline. The Warriors getting ready as well. So now we go back to action here, folks. Like we were saying before, it's a unique test for both teams, having gone through warm-ups, getting ready. You've got all of that adrenaline. And then 4 plays into the game, you've got to take about a 20-minute break. We'll see how that impacts everybody. Hopefully all the players were able to stay loose, stay ready. We are just about set to get the action underway. So again, we appreciate all of you for your patience. And generally, we just appreciate you being here, watching Warrior football. It does look like we've got the punt formation coming out. The Bandits have 1 returner deep, standing at his own 20. As we are underway here. Warrior Special Teams unit now set and ready as we will resume action right now, folks. 4th and 6 for the Warriors. And nearly blocked punt there. Great job to get that one away. And the kick is fumbled. Recovered by the returner. That was almost a huge break for the Warriors. As it stands, an inadvertent 5-yard return. A good job by the returner to quickly collect that after the muffed return. And now the Bandit offense takes the field, and we will get the first glimpse of our Warriors defense as they're facing a 1st and 10. Bandits on their own 36-yard line. 0-0 is our score, folks, as the Bandits are set to start their first offensive series of the game. Quarterback number 4, Malik Mack Sr. in the shotgun. One running back to his right. 2 receivers split, and he's got that H-back man in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep pass, and the Warriors are doing a good job running to the football there. Well done by the Warrior defense as about 4 different players all flew to the ball on that one. And that will bring up a 2nd and long situation for the Bandits. Good first look from that Warrior defense. Not allowing the running back or the receiver, to turn the corner there. Great job by the Warriors in pursuit. Running back number 1, E.J. Jackson to the left of quarterback Malik Mack. Got 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. 1 split out wide to the left. Snap is a fake and a handoff to the running back. He's got some room up the middle. A nice cut. Gets him, I believe, a first down. It's very close, and that will not be a first down. I think it's just short. We're looking at a 3rd and 1 here. I stand corrected. The first down was gained, so now we've got 1st and 10 for the Bandits. Seen a heavy use of motion so far from this offense. Can be very dangerous, very tricky. We'll see how the Warriors respond. This time it's a jet sweep to number 5. He cuts back, and the Warriors defense was ready there as Charleston Rogers on the carry gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is about it. So far from what we've seen of this Bandit offense, it's going to be a lot of motion-heavy stuff. We've seen some pop passes, some jet sweeps, a triple option between the receiver and the running back, which so far has been the best offensive play of the day for either team. Quarterback lined up in the shotgun. Running back to his left, 2 receivers split out wide. And it's a play. Actually, he's going to drop back, rolling to his left, looking downfield, throws that one down the sidelines. And that one is incomplete. It will be a 3rd down for the Warrior defense. Big 3rd down here for the Warriors. They'd love to get the ball back right around midfield. We may be in 4-down territory for the Bandits. They might just be looking to get a little closer to that yard to gain. It's currently 3rd and 9. Two Bandit receivers to the top of your screen, left of the quarterback. Running back split to his right. Fake the action. Oh, defender gets through there. Now he's got a scramble, rolling to his left again, makes the throw to the sideline. That is incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th and long. So a great job there by the Warrior defense getting through on the immediate pressure, and it seems that they have found an answer for this pre-snap motion of the Bandits, at least so far. Warrior defense very hyped up on the sideline, rightfully so. As we expect to see a punt here on 4th and 9 at the 48-yard line of Capital City. Both teams getting set. And there is a flag on the play. So that will be a delay of game penalty on the Bandits. That's going to back them up 5 yards, potentially help the Warriors with field position depending on the outcome of this kick. Number 15, Caleb Erskine, back to punt, and that snap goes over his head, and it's picked up by Erskine. Now he is running, looking to make a miracle out of this, and the Warriors are able to corral him as Erskine, saves the Bandits from an absolute disaster there by getting some of that yardage back. But nonetheless, it will be incredible starting field position for the Warriors as they look to take advantage of this and punch this one in. They are going to start this drive on the Bandits' 35-yard line. Quarterback Vance in the shotgun, two running backs split on either side, 2 receivers as well. It's going to be a handoff and a cutback, a great run there. Looks like that's number 29, Torian Lute. As he keeps the momentum rolling with a 9-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 1 now for the Warrior offense. So they look to continue this momentum that they have. Lute and Dietrich Wilson in the backfield with Vance. Got Christian Clark out there at wide receiver. It's going back to number 29. He's going to cut back again. Gets the first down and a few more. As the Warriors now flirting with that red zone after another nice run from number 29, Torian Lute. So just on the shadow of the red zone here. 1st and 10 for the Warriors on the 21-yard line. Christian Clark, Porfirio Sutton. Out wide, it's going to be a keeper. Fake handoff there as Vance will keep it himself on the option. As he will get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. The first sign of resistance on this drive from the Bandit defense. It will now be 2nd and 11. As Vance trots in with the play. A couple of new receivers checked into the game. Number 14, Jason Thomas. Number 9, Twig Johnson. Lute and Wilson still in the backfield. Lute actually now in motion. Goes to the slot. Vance looking left. He's going to throw it just out of the reach of number 29, Lute. So this will be 3rd and long now. Could be decision time. Might be in 4-down territory. We talked about it earlier. The wind can be a little difficult out here today. So one could imagine that if the Warriors get close to the 11 yards needed, that they might keep the offense on the field for 4th down. Of course, you also want to capitalize on the huge momentum swing that was given to the Warriors off the punt snap going high. So here we go. Shotgun again, 2 running backs. Lute to the left, Wilson to the right. Twig Johnson split out wide just outside your screen. Again, Lute goes in motion. He'll be lined up in the slot. Looking to his left, and that one is behind, incomplete. That pass again intended for number 29, Torian Lute. As Thomas Vance unable to connect with the running back. 4th and 11. And it looks like the Warrior offense is going to stay on the field. So here we go. Big 4th down play for the offense. They need to get to the 11-yard line for a first. Vance in the shotgun. Tight end just to the right side of the line. Takes a snap. He's looking left. Has some time. Going to roll to his right, keeping his eyes downfield, directing traffic. There's a pump fake. Now he's going to run for it, and he gets it. Thomas Vance with the 12-yard scramble. What an incredible play by the quarterback. Getting the first down with that one. And now the Warriors set up in an ideal situation as they have a 1st and 10 just outside of the 10. So they can still get one more first down. We'll see if they go back to that running game. They've had some success with it so far early on. It's like we've got Twig, Johnson, and Christian Clark in the game at receiver, along with number 4, Sutton. Cuvon Henry checks in the game at running back. Henry had a solid season for the Warriors last year. Definitely a playmaker coming out of that backfield, and they will fake it to him, and it's a key by Vance, and that was well executed. However, the Bandits recovered quickly, and so Vance only able to get a few yards. But that was a great option play there. Defense initially committed to Henry. Vance able to slip through and pick up a couple yards. Now it will be 2nd and goal. So my apologies. I was incorrect when I said we were 1st and 10 from the 11. We are in a 2nd and goal situation. Sutton and Clark, your wide receivers to the right. Twig, Johnson, just off your screen there to the left. Henry stays in the game at running back. Vance takes a snap out of the shotgun. This time it will be a handoff, but it's been fumbled. Recovered by number 94. Elijah Moore with the fumble recovery, and that is an unfortunate break for the Warriors. Looked like there's maybe a little bit of confusion on the handoff between Vance and Henry. And this Warriors offense that was rolling, looking to add a touchdown, their first touchdown of the 2026 regular season, but unfortunately, it is now Bandits ball. Warriors defense already stood tall one time before. We'll see if they are able to do it again. As quarterback for the Bandits, Malik Mack Sr. lines up in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to his left and the running back. Takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to the running back. Number 1 cuts back to the left, and he fights forward for a few yards. E.J. Jackson on the carry. Gets maybe a yard. 2nd and 9, we'll call it. Warrior defense looking good so far. Bandits got receivers number 15, Erskine, and number 5, Charleston Rogers. To the quarterback's right, your left. They're overloaded on that right side with the tight end and the running back there as well. It's a handoff to Jackson again, who plows forward, gets a couple of yards there. And so now it will be 3rd and long for the Bandit offense, and see if the Warriors defense brings pressure here. Both teams seeing more success on the ground in the early going than they are in the air. We saw a lot of pre-snap motion in the first drive that the Bandits had, so be on the lookout for something like that. Maybe we'll see a jet sweep, a pop pass, a triple option. I want to take this moment to thank all of you for tuning in and watching your Lima Warriors on Facebook Live. Max sends receiver Rogers in motion. It's a play action looking deep. He's going to throw it, and that will be incomplete. 4th and long. Good coverage there from the Warriors. And now things will get interesting, as the last time the Bandits had to punt, the snap sailed high on the punter, who luckily for the Bandits happens to be one of their wide receivers. And he had the athletic prowess to not only recover that fumble, but return it for a good 10 to 15 yards to mitigate the damage. We'll see how it plays out here. Snap looks better this time. There's the punt. It's a short one, but it might take a Bandit-friendly bounce as it continues to do so. Yeah, it gets about an extra 8 to 10 yards on the roll, as that one will be downed on the 38-yard line of the Warriors. And just like that, folks, the Warriors are back on offense. Let's see if they're able to push this one in. The running game has been the workhorse for this Warrior offense so far, including a huge scramble on 4th and 11 from quarterback Thomas Vance to extend this drive. Unfortunately, the passing game has not been as efficient so far. No completions on the day. As we see number 26, Twan Wedlow in the game. We've also got number 9, Twig Johnson, and number 4, Sutton out wide. And there's Clark in motion. And now he throws it over to Clark, who's going to be eaten up in the backfield. Unfortunately for the Warriors, the Bandits were bringing pressure. And that play played right into the Bandits scheme on that one. So that'll be a big loss on first down, making it 2nd and long for the Warriors. Number 3, Kevon Henry, still in the game at running back. Got 4 receivers. This time they fake it. Vance scrambling. He's got under pressure. He's going to dump that one to Clark. Big hit on the play, as that one will go for no gain again. That'll be 3rd down now for the Warriors. Great tackle on the play by Malik Mack Sr., who is also the quarterback for the Bandits. Not every day you see a quarterback throw a hit like that. See what the Warriors have drawn up here for 3rd and long. Number 18, Elijah Wilson checking into the game. Henry in the backfield with Vance. Takes a snap, drops back, looking left. Going to have to scramble a little bit. Still got the ball looking downfield, and he'll be sacked. Bandit defense. That's number 40, Terrell Snyder on the sack. And unfortunately for the Warriors, the passing game woes continue in the early going, as it'll be time for a punt here on 4th and long from their own 26. Now, the special teams game has been very interesting so far tonight. The last time the Warriors punted, Charleston Rogers had a hard time holding on to the return. So those Warriors gunners are definitely going to be keeping their eyes out for that, looking for a potential opportunity to get that ball right back. Snap, punt, almost blocked, but he gets it off. That was going to be a sky-high kick, fielded at the 48 by Rogers, and he is immediately corralled. I think he was able to push it across that 50-yard line, and the Bandits will begin this drive at midfield. That is twice now that the Bandits special teams unit got close to blocking that punt, so that's something for us to keep an eye on throughout this game. As we see the Bandit offense make their way out for the next drive, we want to thank all of you for tuning in and watching us here from Goodwin Field at Allen East. Make sure you are following this Facebook page if you want to stay up to date with everything in the world of the Lima Warriors. And, of course, we hope you join us someday here in person at beautiful Goodwin Field. But for now, we're back to the action. 2 wide receivers, the bottom of your screen. Quarterback Mack in the shotgun, takes the snap. That's going to be a handoff and immediately wrapped up in the backfield. That's an incredible play by Dre Riley. What a great play from the Lima defense. That's one way to start a drive. They push them back, pushing the Bandits back into their own territory for now, as it will be 2nd and long from the Bandit 46-yard line. Mack in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. He's looking to his left, going to hit the quick hitter, and 1 tackle broken. And that's a big gain for the Bandits. Number 2, Jonathan Traynor Sr. on the reception, as the Bandits overloaded the right side and went to the quick hitter on the left side. A great run after the catch by Traynor. Let's see if the Warriors defense can bounce back after giving up that play. It will now be 1st and 10 from the 26.
And that there will be the end of the first quarter. Your score after 1, Lima 0, Capital City 0.
And that will do it for the first quarter, as we end the first period with a 0-0 tie and the Bandits driving. So it's been a defensive struggle after 1 quarter, Warriors fans. Anybody joining us, I will give you a recap. Warriors received the kickoff, had a quick 3-and-out, then forced their own 3-and-out. The Bandits having issues on both sides of the punting unit. They muffed the return on the first punt of the game for the Warriors, and then their first punt of the game resulted in a snap flying over the head of number 15, Caleb Erskine. Warriors almost capitalized and turned that into a touchdown, but unfortunately a fumble during a read option gave the Bandits the ball back. And now we see the second quarter is underway. We've got the Bandits lined up, and we're ready to go. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Running back E.J. Jackson to the quarterback's right. Malik Mack Sr. takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff, cut back from Jackson. Fumble! That is fumbled and recovered by the Warriors. An absolutely huge play right when they needed it for the Lima defense, as the fumble is recovered by number 19, Torrance Smith. And it will be Warrior football as the defense doing their part. Huge stop as that ball gets poked out and recovered by Torrance Smith. So we'll see what the Warrior offense has in store. We'll see if they can get that passing game going. Been struggling through the air a little bit to start this one. As Vance calls the play in the huddle. So far, 0-0. Had a few fumbles in the early going on this game. Let's hope the Warriors are able to secure the ball and get some yards here as we see the running back Lute back in motion in the slot. Snap is a little low. Thomas looking right. He's going to gun that one up. That one's up for grabs. And it is intercepted. Good play by the defense there. That is unfortunately not what the Warriors were looking for. As Vance was looking to his right, that one was well covered. And the Warrior defense going to have to get back out there and force another turnover of their own. So the Bandits will begin this drive just outside the 43-yard line. Defense didn't get a lot of time to rest after forcing a fumble to end the last Bandit drive. Quarterback Mack in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He is looking to his right. Going to have to step up. There's a big play and a sack on the play from the Warrior defense. That is number 6, Dakari Adams with the sack. As that Warrior front looking very formidable this evening. We haven't seen as much of that pre-snap motion from the Bandits that we saw in the opening drive. And as of right now, it looks like that Warriors defense has it dialed in. And here we go, receiver in motion. Now they've got that stack to the quarterback's left. Takes a snap, going to be a speed option here. Pitches it out to the running back, number 34. He's got the corner, lowers the shoulder, and gets close to the first down. Bob Blamo on the carry there. So that gets a big chunk of those yards back. This will actually be 3rd and 9, forgive me. So big 3rd down here for the Warrior defense. They would love to stop this drive before the Bandits take it into Warrior territory. And it looks like we've got a timeout on the field. So it's 0-0, folks, in the second quarter. $13 minutes remaining in the second. It's been a defensive battle with both teams forcing turnovers in the early going. Warriors will be looking to get off the field once again with one more stop after a nice run by Blamo. The running backs have been doing the heavy lifting for both teams offensively. We'll see what the Bandits have in their playbook for this 3rd and 9 situation. Quarterback Mack in the shotgun. Got Blammo to his right. H-back to the right side as well. 2 receivers to the left. Mack takes a snap, play action, looking down the field. That one is incomplete, intended for number 14, Devin Hamlin. And that will make it 4th down. So big stop there from the Warrior defense. And right here at midfield, I believe we are going to see a punt. As number 18, Elijah Wilson is in the game to return, standing on his own 20. Warriors defense equal to the task once again, as the Bandits are now set to punt this one away. Good snap, almost blocked. Now that kick is going to be a little shorter than where the returner is, and after a Warrior bounce, it is corralled by number 14 at the 33-yard line, downed by Devin Hamlin. And now we get to see that Warrior offense once again, led by quarterback number 7, Thomas Vance. I see Christian Clark in the huddle, also number 29, Torian Lute. Number 32, Dietrich Wilson. As we see number 9, Twig Johnson subbing out on this play. Got Porfirio Sutton, number 4, in the game. At the bottom of your screen, Clark spread out wide. We got 2 running backs in the shotgun with Vance. Number 26, Twan Wedlow, lined up as the tight end. Takes a snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Vance lowers the shoulder, gets a couple yards there. Not much doing, as the Bandits were ready for that one. Looked like a designed quarterback run. Good for about 3 yards, and it will make it 2nd and 7 for the Warriors. Same formation here on 2nd down. Vance puts Sutton in motion. Takes a snap. That's going to be a handoff to Lute. He cuts back, makes a nice move. Is brought down pretty quickly after that, but gets a good few yards on the carry. And now it will be 3rd and 5, maybe 3rd and 4. As the Warriors need this 3rd down conversion. Keep the offense on the field. Oh, we're going in an empty backfield. Thomas Vance in the shotgun. Both running backs in the slot. See if this is a pass or if it's going to be a quarterback draw. Oh, nothing. It looks like I thought they drew the defense offside. And now we will have a whistle. Flag on the play. And the officials having a conference here. Looks like they're deliberating on whether or not that was a false start or an offsides. So we await the officials' announcement here. And it is a false start for Lima. So that's unfortunate. That's going to make it about 3rd and 9 for the Warriors. So we'll see if that changes what they draw up for this one. Big 3rd down conversion needed here for the Warrior offense. The defense has done a good job so far tonight, but they have seen a lot of snaps here in the second period. Q Von Henry checked into the game at running back. Also got Elijah Wilson in the slot, number 18. Snap to Vance, drops back and a roll to his left. Looking, might try to keep this one again. Oh, makes one tackler miss. And that will make things interesting here. Is this going to be 4th and 2? Thomas Vance now twice on big 3rd and 4th down plays has been able to pick up a lot of yardage with his feet. Previously on a 4th and 11, he was able to convert the first down with his legs. That time getting most of the yards needed for first down, but we are going to have about a 4th and long 1 situation. We'll call it 4th and 2. As the Warriors break the huddle, we're going to have 2 receivers to Vance's left. Henry still in the game at running back. Sutton at the bottom of your screen. And it will be a timeout Lima, but there's a flag. I don't know if the timeout. Well, the false start was called before the timeout was called, so that is an unfortunate break for the Warriors. So now it's going to be about 4th and 6 for the Warriors, and I think that's going to change their decision here. So it looks like the punt team is coming on. So hopefully the Warriors are able to get those false starts in check going forward tonight. Warriors are set to punt. Bandits have 1 man back to return. Fourth down's been an interesting down tonight, to say the least. There's the snap, the punt. That kick is away. As the returner now looking to set up some blockers, as he is forced out of bounds around the 20-yard line. Great kick, great coverage. As the Bandits will have to start this drive on their own 20-yard line. Drew Dameyer with the punt. Great job there, flipping the field position on the Bandits. Now the Warrior defense going to be looking to create another turnover. Last time they were this deep in Bandit territory, they were able to force a fumble. Unfortunately, the Warriors unable to capitalize with a touchdown in that opportunity. They'll be calling on the defense here again to get a stop. Mack in the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receivers. One of them's in motion here. They fake it. It's going to be the speed option again. Great pitch, and he's got the corner. He's going up the sideline. Number 34, Bob Lamo, with the big gain, as that is just how you draw it up when it comes to the speed option, folks. A great play by the Bandits, as that gets them up to the 44-yard line. Warriors going to need to stop this momentum right now. And we have a timeout. Timeout on the game. So we are still scoreless here in the second quarter with the Warrior defense looking to make a stop as the Bandits began this drive with a long run on that speed option. If you're just joining us, the Bandit offense using a lot of pre-snap motion, lots of option plays, moving sideline to sideline. The Warriors defense has done a good job on multiple occasions, staying in their lanes, getting active in pursuit. Unfortunately, that last play was busted for a long run. So the Warriors going to regroup here. We'll see if they are able to slow down the Bandits' momentum. We got 9 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Once again, thank you to each and every one of you tuned in, watching us on Facebook Live. If you want to stay up to date with all of the Lima Warriors, then make sure you are following this Facebook page. As we are set to resume action, 3 wide receivers to the left for Mac. He's got Blamo in the backfield with him. Takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to 34 Blamo, who is corralled. Number 41, Ethan Missamore, one of the tacklers. As number 44 checks in, Tay Pinkard. Checking in for Dre Riley on the defensive line. Warrior defense looking at a 2nd and long here, about a 2nd and 8. Bandit offense getting set once again in the shotgun. 2 receivers on each side. Mac takes a snap, and this is going to be a run play. I don't know if it was designed or a broken play, but Mac makes the most out of it. As that will make it a first down for the Bandits, now at the Warrior 45-yard line. Number 6, Dakari Adams checking out. 25, Joshua Wally checking in. Also 41, Ethan Missamore checking out on this play. Bandits having one of the best drives they've had tonight. We'll see if the Warrior defense can knock them back a bit on this one. Mac takes a shotgun snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Blamo, who lowers the shoulder to get a few extra yards there, eventually brought down by Vino Smith. As this Bandit running game really starting to put it together, number 34, Bob Blamo, has been a spark plug for this offense. As he will check out number 1, E.J. Jackson checking back into the game. And that one's coming back, folks, as the flag on the play is holding on the offense. So a huge break for the Warriors. That is going to move the Bandits back 10 yards from the previous line of scrimmage, and now they are back in their own territory, needing to get to the Warrior 35 for a first down. So a great opportunity for the Warriors here. It's about 1st and 15. This time, 3 receivers to the right. And we have another flag on the play. believe that is a delay of game on Capital City, so that's going to go back 5 more yards. And now the Warriors defense in an even better position. It's first and close to 20 now. Great opportunity for the Warrior defense to pin their ears back and attack. Maybe force a turnover, at least hoping to force a punt out of this situation. Beautiful night here at Goodwin Field. Thank you all for joining us for the home season opener of the Lima Warriors. Warriors in white, Bandits in blue. Bandits have a 1st and 20. Excuse me, it is 2nd down. Even better for the defense. As Mac surveys the field, takes that snap, looking to his right, going to drop back and heave one. That one's intended for number 2. It's deep and incomplete. Intended for number 2, Jonathan Traynor, who had a step on the coverage, but that one was just out of reach. Number 24, Ace Henley, and number 21, Austin Smith in coverage on that play. And that is a big break for the Warriors defense, as it will now be 3rd and very long. So far, the passing game for both teams have struggled. Been a great job by both defenses to contain each quarterback. We see a tighter formation here over to the quarterback's left. Takes the snap, looking long again. Going to have to scramble. Makes a few men miss. Now he's rolling to his right. He's left-handed, though, so how's he going to make this? Oh, my goodness. He is off on a mad dash. Number 4, Mac, getting to the corner, and he'll run out of bounds at the 29-yard line of the Warriors. An incredible run from Malik Mack Sr. as he turns a broken play into a huge Bandit 1st down. As the initial Warrior pressure opened up some lanes for the quarterback as he ran through the field there, starting all the way on the right side, cutting back to midfield before eventually stepping out of bounds on the left sideline at the 29-yard line. And now we have a timeout. So the Warriors going to get to regroup here. And the Bandits are looking to cap off what has been a very impressive drive for them, penalties aside. They did have a long run by Blamo called back for a hold. Penalties have been an issue for both offenses in the early going here. Six minutes remaining in the second quarter. This one's still knotted up 0-0. The Bandits will receive the kick to begin the second half. The Warriors started this game on offense, a quick 3 and out. The defense will be looking to stop the Bandits in their tracks right here, right now, as one more first down puts Capital City in the red zone. Number 49, Will Brown, checked into the game at defensive end. Bandits up to the line, running backs in motion. Mac takes the snaps, a handoff, and the Warriors are all over that one. Great job by the defense, wrapped up by Drew Dameyer, number 35. As the left side of the Lima defensive line gets right through, forcing the early cutback, and Dameyer was there to clean up the rest. About a 2nd and 9 we're looking at. Jackson still in the game at running back, got 3 receivers to Mac's right. Trainer isolated one-on-one to the left. Takes the snap, drops back, got pressure from Brown coming. He's going to throw that one up into the corner. That is going to be caught, and it's a touchdown for the Capital City Bandits. But hold on just a second, folks, as there's a flag on the play. It's a great pass from Mack under pressure. Delivered that ball to Rogers, who carried it across the goal line for a touchdown, but we await official word to see if it will stand. It's the officials appear to have concluded their conference. It's going to be pass interference on the defense, and that penalty will be declined. The touchdown will stand. So Capital City now will take a 6-0 lead as we prepare for the extra point. So now 6-0 Capital City after the touchdown pass from Malik Mack to Charleston Rogers. Number 32, Adelbasset Adam, lines up to kick this extra point. Snap is good. Hold, kick. And the extra point is good. So that will make it 7-0 Capital City. And the Warriors will get the ball back now with a chance to even things up before halftime. Still 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter, so the Warriors have plenty of time to bounce back and tie this one up before half. The Bandits will receive to begin the second half. So their defense will be focused on a quick 3-and-out with the opportunity to add more points to the board before we take things to the locker room. A big 80-yard drive that time from Capital City, highlighted by big plays on the ground from Bob Lamo and the quarterback Malik Mack Sr. with an incredible scramble to convert a very, very long 3rd down. Of course, capped off by a touchdown pass from Mack to Charleston Rogers. Now the Warriors' return team is set and ready. They will look to even the score with this next drive. Kick is shallow towards the sideline, caught at the 20-yard line, and now returned. Nice little return there. And number 22, Zamarian Allen. As the Warriors will get that out of the red zone. And they'll have a 1st and 10 from about the 27-yard line. The offense needs to get some momentum going here. They've stalled out since the first period. Bandits were rolling there for a moment before a fumbled handoff led to a turnover. And the offense has kind of struggled to get out of the gate since then. It looks like we have a new quarterback in the game. I believe it's number 16, Donovan Sanchez. Loon, as his teammates call him. And it's going to be a handoff to Henry. Nice run there. Gets a few yards before he's corralled by multiple Bandit defenders, including number 44, Joshua Johnson. So we'll see how the offense fares with Sanchez. So we've got Christian Clark and Twig Johnson in the game at receiver, along with number 18, Elijah Wilson. Kevon Henry staying in the game at running back. Sanchez with the handoff to Henry. And the Bandits ready for that one as three players combine for the tackle. Short gain. That time it was number 42, Reese Phillips, corralling the running back. So about a 3rd and 5 here for the Warriors. First down that they really need to convert to keep this drive going. Don't want a 3 and out here to give the ball back to a Bandits offense that is as hot as it's been all game after that last drive. Two receivers to the left. Clark at the bottom of your screen. Sanchez surveys the defense, takes a snap. He's looking to his right, has to step to his left now. Going to have to scramble this one, pulls it down, and a nice tackle right around the yard line needed for a first down. Very close. Tackle by number 16, William Kasim Sanders. And that will, in fact, be a first down. So a great job there by Loon Sanchez, picking that first down up with his feet. Two minutes, 30 seconds remaining in this first half. See if the Warrior offense changes up here as we near the 2-minute drill. Sanchez in the shotgun. Takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Henry. Bounces to the outside now and cuts back. Nice run from Kevon Henry. Oh, no, that ball's out. Oh, a fumble. Recovered by Capital City. So the Bandits force the fumble and recover it, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. An unfortunate turn of events for the Warrior offense. It looked like it was starting to get going on this drive. Initially a nice run from Henry. Found a cutback lane. Picking up some yards, but fumbles have been a problem for the Warriors in this first half. It's now the second promising drive that has ended on a fumble. Now the defense is going to have to hold strong here as the task doesn't get easier. The Bandits get the ball back to start the second half, and now they have an opportunity with this 2-minute drill to add points to the board before we head to the locker rooms. So here we go. Bandit offense is set. Warrior defense lined up. That's number 21, Austin Smith, lined up against Jonathan Traynor, senior, at the bottom of your screen. Three receivers to the right. Blammo back in the game at running back. And it's going to be a drop back from Mack. He's got to step up into the pocket with the pressure. Breaks a tackler, but not the second time as he's brought down for a sack, but there is a flag on the play. So we wait to see the officials call here on that penalty. We will stay live during halftime, folks, so stick around. It'll be a good time to go get some concessions, grab a drink. If you join us here at Goodwin Field, you can have hot dogs, hot barbecue. The concessions here are phenomenal. So, again, join us next time here in person for the next Lima Warriors home game. But we will still have the stream rolling through halftime. We'll be on a bit of an intermission ourselves. And as soon as both teams return, we will get back to calling all the action for you. Special thanks to Carnage Media for helping us provide these broadcasts to you. And so it was offsetting penalties, and it's going to be a repeat of first down. We'll see if the Warriors are able to bring that pressure again. Max Sr. in the shotgun. Surveys the defense, takes a snap. It's going to be a speed option to the left. They've run this play very well so far. Looks like there may have been a hold. There's a flag down. Blammo doing a really good job turning the corner on those speed options, but this looks like it may be the second speed option in a row coming back for a hold. It's the officials confer. Once again, thank you to Lima Warriors sponsors, as it is a hold. There were two penalties on the play, and the first was declined. So if I understood that correctly, I believe there were two different holds on the play. One got declined and the other accepted. And so there we go. Now the Bandits are moved back. And that's a big help for the Warrior defense here as we are in the closing minutes of the first half. So I was saying we want to thank our sponsors like Todd Sturgeon Photography, doing a great job catching all the action from the sidelines. Warriors showing blitz here, maybe bring a little pressure. Mack takes the snap. He is looking to his right, almost getting home. The defense, a great spin move there for Mack as he rolls out. He's looking, and that is complete to number 2, Jonathan Traynor. It won't be enough for the first down, but that was a big pickup for the Bandits. Again, Malik Mack doing some incredible work with his feet to extend these plays because the Warriors are getting there. But Mack's able to step into the pocket, dance around. We've seen him spin out of a couple of would-be sacks. And this time, rolling to his left, he's able to connect with Jonathan Traynor. And there should be 55 seconds remaining in this first half. This is going to be second down, Bandits. Rogers in motion. Mack takes a snap. It's going to be a reverse to Rogers as he will be wrapped up there by Ace Henley right around the 46, 47-yard line. Looks like they gave him the 45. So that's going to make it third and short. Rogers on the carry there. We see some of that offense that we saw in the early going from the Bandits. A lot of use of that motion, moving the defense from sideline to sideline. It certainly had its moments where it has worked very well for the Bandits. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Warriors defense needing a stop. Takes the snap, immediately rolling to his right is Mack. That is caught, I believe, well covered. But that pass is caught by number 15, Erskine. Ace Henley on the coverage, as well as Treshawn Bradley. And that was very close. A great job by the receiver to corral that, because both players had a shot at it. And we have a timeout on the field with just a few seconds remaining. Will the Bandits be able to add to this lead, or will the Warriors defense hold strong? "35 seconds remaining before halftime. Bandits have the ball on the Warrior 38. Only touchdown of the game so far has come off the arm of Malik Mack Sr. as he completed a touchdown pass to Charleston Rogers. Lima was knocking on the door earlier in this game when a fumble on the read option handoff ended that drive. And that's why we sit here at a 7-0 ball game. Bandits quarterback Max Sr. getting his teammates set. Blamo, the running back, moving to the left side. 3 receivers to the right on the short side of the field. Looks like number 13, Javon Walker, is checked into the game at wide receiver, the isolated receiver to your left. Mack takes a snap, dropping back. He's under pressure. He's going to have to throw this one away. Heaves it towards the sideline. Number 41, Ethan Missamore in pursuit. As well as, I believe, number 8, Dre Riley. And it was all Matt could do to get that ball out of bounds. Not able to get it even to the line of scrimmage. He was under so much pressure. Exactly the type of play that this Warriors defense needed. It will now be 2nd down. The Lima defense hoping to hold on for these final few seconds of the first half. Keep this thing at 7-0. While the Bandits want to add points to the board before they get the ball back in the second half. This time, the 3 receivers on the left side. And Mack will roll that way, immediately thrown and caught. A flat route to number 21, Antonio Thomas, was complete. As the Bandit offense starting to find its rhythm. 19 seconds remaining in the first half. It's a 3rd and inches here for the Bandits. We've seen them make an extra point. I'm not sure what the kicking game situation is here. If they were to be stopped without gaining any yards, we might see them go for it here on 4th down. But first, we've got to deal with 3rd and short, and there is an official timeout. So our officials have a little discussion. We await an update from them. 19 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 7-0 Bandits. The officials come over to talk to the Warriors sideline. We eagerly await an update.
After the
And it seems that the Bandits actually got the first down on that last play. So there we go. As opposed to 3rd and short, it is now 1st and 10. So a big dynamic switch right here with just under 20 seconds remaining in the half. Mac takes a snap. It's going to be the read speed option again. Pardon me. And this time, Blamo not able to turn that corner as Christian Clark was hot in pursuit. That will be a loss of yards for the Bandits. And the Bandits take a timeout. There are 2 seconds remaining in the half, so we'll be looking sharply at the sideline to see if it is the kicking team or the offense that comes back out. The Warriors will almost certainly drop a few defensive backs to have them guarding the goal line. Looks like we've got number 2, Vino Smith, and number 23, Treshawn Bradley, doing that right now. So they're both hanging out between the goal line and the 5-yard line. Number 22, Zamarian Allen back there as well. He's hovering around the 10. And it will be the Bandits offense taking the field. 2 seconds to go in the half. Lima just has to keep them out of the end zone. Pressure again coming. This one's thrown to the right side into the corner, and that is incomplete. Intended for number 14, Devin Hamlin, well covered. And Hamlin coming up, looking like he had a slight limp there, so we'll keep an eye on him. Hopefully he is okay. And there you have it, folks. We have hit halftime. After 2 quarters of play, the score is Capital City 7, your Lima Warriors 0. We will return briefly after halftime. Don't go anywhere, and make sure you are following the Lima Warriors Facebook page. We will see you at the start of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back, Warriors fans. Halftime is just now wrapping up. Kev Nevick with you here on the call. Thank you so much for joining us. And those of you who stuck around through halftime, we appreciate you very much. I want to take this moment to shout out some of our sponsors. Audacity Entertainment, Wilson Footballs, RTA Transport, Frickers of Lima, Josh's Under 10 Dealership, and of course, Todd Sturgeon Photography there on the sidelines. Of course, this broadcast brought to you in part by Carnage Media. You can follow them on Facebook or on YouTube for the best in combat sports action. We also want to give a shout out to Trinity Trifecta, who provided both of these teams with their uniforms. As you will see, they both look great. So shout out to Trinity Trifecta, creator of both teams' uniforms. So if you are just joining us, here's a little recap of the first half. It is 7-0 Bandits. They will receive this kick to get us going. Been a defensive struggle. Both teams have lost fumbles, turned the ball over a couple of times, and our one score capped off an 80-yard drive for the Bandits. It was a touchdown pass from Malik Mack Sr. to Charleston Rogers. He got the throw off just in time, hit as he was thrown off the immense pressure from the Lima front 7. And that gets us here with our 7-0 score as we are set to begin the second half. The kick is up, and it is not fielded cleanly right around the 20. Trying to set up some blockers here, making a few guys miss, and corralled by number 10, Wheezy Dabs. Nice tackle on the play, keeps the return damage to a minimum, and the Bandits will start their first drive of the second half from their own 35-yard line. Thank you again to everyone tuning in. Thank you for everybody leaving your comments on the live stream. We appreciate you for tuning in to Lima Warriors football here from beautiful Goodwin Field. We've been blessed so far, knock on wood. The wind has calmed down, and there's been no rain yet. So let's hope for the continuation of a beautiful evening as these two teams get ready to tango for our second half. Bandits with two receivers to the quarterback's left. One man in motion now. It's going to be that pop pass. It's going to be a double pass here. He's going to throw that one deep. He's got a man. It's underthrown. Great coverage there. That pass intended for number 14, Devin Hamlin. Great coverage on the play by Zamarian Allen. And the Bandits come out with a little trickery on the first play of the half, and the Warriors were ready for it. Bandits have really utilized that pre-snap motion. They've done a great job moving the defense from sideline to sideline. A very fun offense to watch. This Warriors defense has been up to the task with the exception of one 80-yard drive. Both teams have had more success in the running game tonight, as we see number 1, E.J. Jackson, in at running back for the Bandits. They've got a man in motion. That's Rogers. Low snap. And that one is blown dead. Flag on the play. And that one's going to move the Bandits back. Looks like they did not get the snap off in time. It's a delay of game on Capital City. And this will make it now 2nd and 15. Lima defense going to be looking for a quick 3 and out here. See if their offense can tie this game up on the next drive. 4 receivers in the formation, 1 in motion. That's Rogers. Mack takes a snap, quickly looks left, throws it to Trainer. That's caught. He's got some room in the middle to run, cuts back to the outside, going down the sideline and knocked out of bounds around the 45 of Lima. A good catch and run from Jonathan Trainer Sr. Bandits maybe finding a little rhythm in their passing game. Warriors going to be looking to break that up right here on this next play. Don't forget to join us next week when the Warriors travel. We're going to be headed up to Michigan for an away game. You can, of course, catch all the action right here on the Lima Warriors Facebook page. Mack in the shotgun for Capital City. Jackson, his running mate in the backfield, takes a snap. It's a handoff to Jackson. Has to cut back up the middle. Now bouncing it to the outside. Looking to turn the corner, and he is wrapped up after a medium gain. Picked up 7 or 8 on that one, so it'll be 2nd down and short for the Bandits. They've had a good balance in their running attack between the powerful Jackson and the very fast Bob Lamo. Of course, Malik Mack Sr. has done a lot of damage on the ground himself with a huge scramble in the second quarter as part of that 80-yard drive. It was a long 3rd down conversion. And he's also done a great job extending plays. This Warrior pass rush has been getting to Mack, but his athletic ability has kept him out of some would-be sacks. And we've got another flag on this one. Who moved first? Going to be a false start on the Bandits. That'll make this about a 2nd and 7. As penalties have been an issue for both teams today on the offensive side of the ball. Max surveys the defense, takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Jackson, who once again cuts back, finds some running lanes, and he plows forward. He's going to be close to a first down on that one. I don't think he got it. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 after a nice run from Jackson. So big 3rd down here for the Warriors. Right at the 36-yard line. Bandits again lined up in the shotgun. Mack awaits the snap. And there it is. It's going to be a designed quarterback run, and it looks like he may have gotten it. Didn't get much more. Mack able to hold on to the ball. So that Warrior defense was looking to poke it out. And it does look like he got enough for the first down, so it's going to be a new set of downs for Capital City. The Warrior defense on its heels, looking to make a stop before the Bandits get into the red zone. Looks like we've got Bob Lamo checked in as a running back. Also checking in number 14, Devin Hamlin, to the bottom of your screen. And another false start, it looks like. That'll be the right tackle this time. We'll wait for the official word from our referee. And it looks like the penalty was on the Warriors, so my apologies. That was an offsides on the Warriors. So it will be 1st and 5 now. 1st and 5, ball on the 30. 2 receivers and the tight end to the left, running back also to the left. Hamlin split out wide to the right. It's a play action. Great job all around by the Warrior defense. That is an incomplete pass intended for number 42, Reese Phillips. As it was a good play action, but the Warriors recovered quickly. And that one falls incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 5. Warriors defense looking to make a stop here, get the ball back in the hands of their offense. They've forced 1 turnover earlier in the game. A fumble. See how aggressive they are in their attack of the ball carriers. 3 receivers to the right. Mack looks that way. Now he's going to step up into the pocket, and he will be sacked. Brought down by number 6, Dakari Adams. A great play there. And that will bring up a 3rd down for our Warrior defense. See what the Bandits have queued up for this one as they line up this time with 4 receivers split. And we have a timeout. Warrior defense going to talk things over as we will take a quick break here. It is 7-0 Capital City. Once again, a special thank you to all of our sponsors: Audacity Entertainment, Wilson Footballs, RTA Transport, Frickers of Lima, Josh's Under 10 dealership, and of course, Todd Sturgeon Photography down there on the sidelines. We also want to thank the folks at Carnage Media for making this stream possible. Kev Nevick here calling all the action for you from beautiful Goodwin Field at Allen East. The home opener for the Lima Warriors. Warriors rocking those white jerseys. Compliments of Trinity Trifecta, who also provided the away jerseys for the Capital City Bandits. Make sure you leave the Facebook page a follow if you want to stay up to date on all of the Warriors action throughout the rest of the summer. You can catch all the games live streamed here, as well as any updates to the schedule, any special events. Your one-stop shop for everything Lima Warriors, as we are now set to resume play. Going to be 3rd and 5 here for the Bandits. Both receivers stacked on either side. Mack takes the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. Running back stays in coverage. He's looking deep to his left. Double covered. That one's up for grabs, and it's incomplete. Great coverage there. I believe that was Ace Henley and Vino Smith on the coverage. Great work there from the Warriors defensive backfield, as that brings up a 4th and 5. As I imagine the Bandits offense is going to stay out on the field for this one. As the Bandits break the huddle, we're all set for a huge 4th down for the Warriors defense. Bandits come out in the same formation from the last play. Blamo to the left. Mack takes a snap, looking to his right for a quick hitter. On the slant pass is incomplete. And that will be a turnover on downs. That pass intended for number 15, Caleb Erskine, falls incomplete, and now the Warrior offense with a chance to tie this one back up in the 3rd quarter, as number 16, Donovan Sanchez, set to lead the offense on this drive. Here comes the Warrior offense. 2 running backs back there with Sanchez, a receiver on each side. Bandits maybe showing blitz. They drop it back. It's going to be a handoff. Nope, he keeps it. Sanchez keeps it himself. And he will work his way forward for a gain of a few yards on that play. So the Warrior offense gets things rolling with a run there. This is the 2nd drive of the game for Sanchez. Warrior offense been doing most of its damage on the ground today. That includes big scrambles from the quarterback position. Thomas Vance had a couple of big plays with his feet in the first half. Now Sanchez just makes one with his feet as well. It is 2nd and 7 for the Warriors. Man in motion, number 26, Twan Wedlow. Sanchez, a little bit of a high snap, going to hand that one off. No, he keeps it again, and this time the Bandits were all over it. That's going to be a short loss. I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. So that's going to make it 3rd and 8 for the Warriors. Seven minutes and 40 seconds remaining in our 3rd quarter. as Sanchez gets the play from the sideline for this big third down. Warriors offense has struggled since their costly fumble happened just around the Bandits' red zone early in the first half. And since then, it's been tough sledding for this Warrior offense, but we'll see what they've got in store for us here. Big third down, and we have a timeout. Warriors. Nope. Looks like they did not get the timeout in time, and oh, I stand corrected. Forgive me, folks. They did get the timeout in time, so no delay of game there as the Warriors are able to get the timeout called, and they will regroup here for a big third down for this Warrior offense. As the Warriors break the huddle, we'll see what the coach has drawn up for this one. A crucial situation for the Warriors as we are about halfway through the third period. So it looks like one of the officials coming over to have a conversation, but we are almost ready to restart. Sutton in the game at number 4 at wide receiver. Also Christian Clark at the bottom of your screen. 2 running backs back there with Sanchez. Takes the snap. Play action. Looking left. He's going to throw that one. And it looks like a miscommunication between the quarterback and receiver as that one sails incomplete, intended for number 00, Christian Clark. Looks like Clark cut for an out route. The ball went further up the sideline. So an unfortunate miscommunication there between quarterback and receiver brings us to 4th down. And I imagine we'll be seeing a punt from the Warriors. As number 5, Charleston Rogers, back deep to return for Capital City. Warriors are going to need to call on their defense once again to get a stop and keep this thing in striking distance. Oh, almost blocked on the punt. Gets it away. Pretty solid kick considering the circumstances. But now Rogers has room to run. He's got some blockers. He cuts back in a big-time tackle. Torrance Smith with the big hit. Now, the Bandits will certainly take that return, but that was an incredible tackle from number 19, Torrance Smith. That should hype this defensive unit up a little bit going into a crucial drive. The Bandits again will start in Lima territory. Quarterback Malik Mack has had a solid game for the Bandits tonight. Doing a lot of work with his feet to evade pressure. He's picked up a crucial first down with his legs, but starting to find his rhythm in the passing game here over the last couple of periods. We'll see if this Warriors defense has him figured out, if they're going to show Max something he hasn't seen yet so far tonight. Max surveys the defense, takes a snap out of the shotgun. That's going to be a handoff to Jackson, and he's got some room to run. Forced out of bounds around the 23-yard line. And it's been a heavy dose of E.J. Jackson and Bob Lamo tonight. The Bandits have a nice two-headed monster in that backfield. Bit of a thunder and lightning combination with Jackson, the power back, and Blamo doing a lot of damage on those speed options tonight. Warrior defense got to regroup quickly for this 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Snap, and there it is. There's that quick speed option, this time for Jackson, who is just a tough man to bring down. There is a flag on the play. It was a short gain, and we'll see if it stands. Both teams having their issues with penalties tonight. So we see the officials conferring with the Warriors coach. Special thanks to Audacity Entertainment and Ethan running the PA announcing. Also the DJ for tonight. Does an incredible job of keeping the atmosphere here at Warriors games. And we've got, was that a roughing the passer? Okay, so that speed option play, that was technically a forward pass. And therefore, we have roughing the passer on that play. So that's a bad break for the Warrior defense, as now the short field gets even shorter for this Bandit offense. Warriors with their backs against the wall need a stop, maybe even a turnover, to keep this a one-score game. And now the ball spotted at about the 12-yard line. So the Bandits will have an opportunity to get one more first down. So they've got two receivers spaced out widely to the right. Tight end and running back over on the left side. Snaps a handoff. He's going to take it up the middle. That's Jackson once again breaking tackles, pushing forward, before he's finally corralled by a couple of Warriors there, as number 6, Dakari Adams, checking back into the game for the Lima defense. Bandits knocking on the door here. Now with the ball inside the 5-yard line. See if the Warriors have a big stop in them right here, right now. Two receivers. That's Trainer and Rogers to the left. Got Erskine over there to the right. Jackson still in the backfield. He's having one heck of a drive. Tight end Phillips in motion. Snaps to Mack. Hand off to Jackson once again. Takes one cut and pushes forward. And that is a touchdown for Capital City. The Bandits now taking a 13-0 lead here in the third quarter. E.J. Jackson, the player of the drive there for the Bandits, as he pushes that one across for 6. Now the Warrior offense is going to need to score 2 to get this one back to even. We'll see if the extra point holds. Adelbasset Adam lined up to kick this one. So we are just under the 5-minute mark here in the third period. There's a snap. The kick is up. It looks good. And it is, so that will be 14-0 Bandits with 4 minutes and 47 seconds remaining here in the third period. So the Warriors return team getting ready to take the field as the Bandits kicking squad is just about ready. We're going to need to see some points on the board quickly for the Warriors. We've still got the fourth quarter ahead, but with 5 minutes remaining in the third, you know they'd love to put some points on the board before we hit the fourth quarter. Adam, who just made the extra point, getting things set on the tee for the kickoff. Warriors be looking for a big return here, get some momentum back on their side. It's been a tough third quarter for the home team, but a big return here can change things very quickly. Late substitution here for Capital City. Officials ready, kickers ready. And we are back at it here. Pretty decent kick. Going to be fielded cleanly at the 15. Good cut up the middle. He's got some running room here now. Nice juke and brought down at the 40-yard line. A nice return from Elijah Wilson. And Thomas Vance will lead the offense out to the field. Vance made some big plays in the first half with his feet. See Vance and Sanchez in the huddle. Don't know if that means we've got something tricky coming up or if Vance is going to be slotted in at tight end. It will be Sanchez at quarterback. Q-Von Henry lined next to him in the backfield. And the handoff will go to Henry, who somehow avoided that first tackle. Unfortunately, it wasn't able to convert it into a positive gain. As there was a second Bandit hot in pursuit to wrap that one up. So no gain there on the first play of the drive for Henry. See what Loon, Sanchez, and the rest of the Warriors offense has in store for us. As there we see Vance lined up at tight end. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Sanchez surveying out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. It is a handoff again to Henry. He's doing some cutting back and forth. Makes a few guys miss, and now he's pushing forward. And it looks like that may have been a fumble. At least that's what the Bandit sideline is saying. And it looks like it will again be Bandits' ball. Unfortunately, that fumble was recovered by Capital City. And the Warriors defense is going to be called upon with a short field to defend. In dire need of a turnover here to keep things where they're at. As we will see the Bandit offense out again. Ball on the 45-yard line. Three and a half minutes remaining in the third quarter. Capital City owns a 14-point lead at the moment. New running back checked into the game. I believe that is number 42, Reese Phillips. Javon Walker in motion. Now there's trips over to the left. And it will be a handoff to Phillips, who's going to cut back. He was stopped initially. Now he's found some room on the sideline, running down the line. And he is brought down at around the 22-yard line. Initially had no room to run as that center lane was plugged up quickly, but bounced it to the outside. And that is good for another Bandit first down. As we see number 49, Will Brown, checking into the game for Joshua Wally. Bandit offense has found a lot of success in the running game tonight, as we see number 34, Blamo, checking into the game. 4 receivers in the formation. Takes a snap, looking back, throws to his right. That one's up for grabs. That one is incomplete. Intended for Javon Walker. As Malik Mack was looking to add points to the board on that play. Pass falls incomplete. It will be a second down now from the 25-yard line. Four receivers again in the formation. Oh, we've got some motion there. As we will see who jumped first. And that will be a false start on the offense. That has been the big issue for the Bandits offense so far tonight. It's penalties. Been some delay of game, some false starts. Neither team has been able to avoid the penalties tonight. So the Bandits head to the line, 2nd and 15. Trips to the left. And we have another whistle. Another flag on the play. As this one is again on the Bandits, so they will walk them back another 5. So now it'll be 2nd down and 20. So it's a big break potentially for the Warriors defense, as they cannot afford to let Capital City put more points on the board as we are into the final minutes of the third quarter. Mack takes the snap. That's another handoff to Jackson just off the left. He is wrapped up by Drew Dameyer. Had some assistance from his fellow Warriors on that tackle. Good stop by the defense. Makes it 3rd and long. Ball on the 33-yard line of Lima. Bandits again with the trips to the left. On the short side of the field, that means it's Erskine, the solo receiver, out wide to the right. Lots of room to work. Takes a snap, drops back. That's where he's looking, to the right. That ball is deep, and it is over the head of the intended receiver. Incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down, as the Bandits were looking to get it all and then some on that play. But the quarterback and receiver unable to connect. Brings up a long 4th down. And it is a bit of no man's land here, I imagine, as far as the kicking team goes. It's a little too far for a field goal. At the same time, you probably don't want to punt from this situation. So here we see the Bandit offense with a 4th and almost 20. Blammo in the backfield with the quarterback, Malik Mack. Takes a snap, drops back, steps up into the pocket. He's going to tuck this one, maybe run for it, breaks a tackle, and is brought down. And maybe there's a fumble on the play. I think there may have also been a flag, as we'll have to wait to see how this all squares up. But as it stands, that would be a stop, and it would be Lima ball. As Mack, who is already converted on a similar play with his legs, unable to get everything, and it will be Warriors football. So a big stop for the Warriors defense, and now the offense with a chance to get this thing a little closer. They'll need to travel 80-plus yards to put some points on the board. Just under a minute remaining in the 3rd quarter. Warriors' last drive ended quickly after a fumble. We've seen them lean heavily on the run game in the second half. Sanchez in the shotgun, looking over the defense. Clark in motion. Takes a snap. Sanchez looks right. Now he's got to roll left. He's got pressure. Got to evade that pressure. Throws it while running, and incomplete. Intended for number 14, Jason Thomas. Sanchez had to scramble and roll to his left. That's such a difficult throw to make, throwing across your body like that. And did not have enough to make the connection with Thomas. And that will bring up 2nd down. Twig Johnson in the game at receiver, along with Clark. Over on the left side, Dietrich Wilson in at running back. Quick hitter over to Clark, who is immediately wrapped up and dropped for a loss. Malik Mack on the tackle. And this will bring up a 3rd and long for the Warriors, moving backwards. See if they're able to connect on a big play here. They need one, as we are almost at the end of the 3rd quarter. And we, in fact, are at the end of the 3rd quarter. So here we go, folks. One more quarter of football. The Warriors have the ball, and they need to score 2 touchdowns to tie this thing back up. Don't go anywhere, as we will be back to the action momentarily. But until play resumes, let me once again thank the good folks over at Trinity Trifecta, who provided the uniforms for both teams. Audacity Entertainment and Ethan working the PA and all of the music here in the stadium. Wilson Footballs, RTA Transport, Frickers of Lima, Josh's Under 10 Dealership, and Todd Sturgeon Photography. We also want to thank Carnage Media for providing the equipment for this broadcast. Been a tough day for the Warrior offense, as they are still scoreless going here into the fourth quarter. They were knocking on the door in the first half when a red zone turnover cost them an opportunity to jump to an early lead. And it's been Capital City's offense that has found its rhythm in the second and third quarter. So the Warriors need to win this quarter by at least 2 touchdowns. And they start in a difficult position here on 3rd and 11. Sanchez in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right on the hash. And it looks like we got some pre-snap motion again. I think that hard count got him. That will be an offsides on the Bandits. So that will be very helpful for the Warriors. That's going to make this 3rd and a little more manageable. It's going to be about a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. Warriors need a first down in a big way. Now Sanchez brings the play into the huddle. See what the Warriors have in the playbook for this one. We've got Twig, Johnson, and Jason Thomas at wide receiver. Christian Clark working in the slot. Torian Lute in the backfield with Sanchez. Sanchez takes a snap. He's looking to his right. Got to step up. Got to try to avoid the pressure here. No, not able to do it. And that'll either be a sack or a stop for no gain. Very close. And now the punting team will come out for the Warriors. Bandits with a 2-score lead here in the fourth period. And the Warriors will call on their defense once again. We'll see if they have an answer for the difficult running attack that the Bandits have been force-feeding them over the last couple of periods. E.J. Jackson and Bob Lamo both have had some good work coming out of that Bandit backfield. As Drew Dameyer sets to punt, takes the snap, gets the kick all the way cleanly, and that one will go out of bounds, and it'll be Bandit football here. So we look for the official spot. Looks like it'll be right around midfield. Capital City will take over on the 49-yard line for this drive. $13:35 remaining in the fourth period. Warriors defense going to be looking for a quick 3-and-out. And maybe they will bring the house when it comes time for this punt, because I think what would really help the Warriors in this situation is a flip of the field position. It's been a while since the Warriors had good field position on a starting drive in this game. So they might be looking for more than just a quick 3-and-out. Got to force the Bandits to lose some yards is that we see they actually start in Warrior territory. Right around the 45-yard line. Takes a snap. That's a handoff to Rogers. Charleston Rogers now the receiver getting some snaps at running back. He is stopped for no gain. That'll make it 2nd and 10. As the Bandits break the huddle, we see they've got 4 receivers this time. Rogers still in the game at running back. Now it's going to be the speed option to the left, and that's where it's going to go. Pitch to Rogers, got a blocker, looking to make a man miss. And that is the combo of Zamarian Allen and Will Brown. They're able to bring Rogers down. That speed option has been a go-to play for the Bandits as they now face a 3rd and 1. And it looks like we have a Bandit down. That is offensive lineman number 75, Daquan Randolph, who it appears to just be a cramping issue. So that's good. That's great news. Don't want to see anybody getting seriously hurt. As the trainer takes a look at him, we will have an official timeout. Once again, just want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to support the Lima Warriors tonight for their home opener. If you can't be with us live in the stadium, then of course this is the place to be to watch all Lima Warriors football. Warriors travel up to Detroit next week. Kickoff at 7 p.m. sharp, so be ready for that. Make sure to follow this Facebook page for more updates on the calendar. Make sure you catch every game as Daquan Randolph walks off the field, so that's a good sign. We'll keep you updated on if we see him returning to action. Big 3rd down here for the Warrior defense. Got to dig deep and force a stop. Get that ball back in the hands of their offense. As we see big E.J. Jackson checked back into the game at running back. Number 8, Xander Bardell checked into the game at receiver. 4 receiver spread. There's motion. They fake it, and then a handoff to Jackson. And a great job of recovering by the Warrior defense. That tackle by Joshua Wally. I think Treshawn Bradley was in there too. Great job by the Warriors. That looked scary for a moment as the play fake to number 13, Javon Walker. Could have had the whole defense moving to the opposite sideline, but those 3 stayed on their mark, and they were ready for E.J. Jackson, who has not been easy to bring down tonight. So now that makes it 4th and 3 here. Will the Warriors make one more stop? Similar formation this time. Receiver in the slot. Off to the left. They're looking left. And that is caught by number 15, Erskine. The slant route across the middle in between the coverage. That ball was right on the money. And that is a 4th down conversion for the Bandits. That also takes them right to that red zone. It looks like the ball is spotted on the 21-yard line. So that's a tough break there for that Warrior defense. 1 play away from getting off the field, and now it's a fresh set of downs. So they're going to keep their composure, get ready to make this next play. Bandits sticking with this same formation. Jackson to Max left. Warriors got one deep safety in the middle. Mac takes a snap. He's looking right. He's got pressure. He's got to deal with this. Is he going to get away? No. And that is a sack for number 8, Dre Riley. Or is that number 6? My apologies, folks. That was number 6, Dakari Adams on the sack. Big play nonetheless. Huge play for Adams in this Warrior defense as he gets right through the line. And now it is 2nd and 27. That is exactly the kind of play that this defense was looking for. Now, will they be able to capitalize? We see number 34, Blamo, checked into the game. At running back, 3 receivers to the left for the Bandits. Warriors might be showing blitz, and we've got a delay of game. So that'll back them up 5 more yards. Make it about 2nd and 32, I believe. So 2nd and a third of the football field coming up. Shotgun play action. He's going to throw that over to Erskine. He's got some blockers ahead. And the Warriors get to him pretty quickly to make the tackle. The Bandits are able to get some of that yardage back. Still going to be 3rd and very long. So good job by the Warriors not letting anything get behind them. That quick screen pass, good for a few yards. As we do have an update, folks, Daquan Randolph, number 75, has checked back in the game. We love to see that. Skaggs in motion. Sorry, Walker in motion. And, Christian Clark almost got there off the edge, but it's a handoff up the middle to Blamo. And that'll be a short gain, but unfortunately now we have a flag. As these two teams getting into it a little bit here in the middle of the field. I don't know what the flag was for, if it were something that happened after the play. Also, the training staff is taking a look at Drew Dameyer. We certainly hope he's okay. Still waiting for official word on what the flag was. Right now, the training staff focused on tending to the injured Dameyer. While we take this official timeout, folks, I want to thank you again for joining us as we hit the 3-hour mark of this stream. Appreciate you all for being here. Once again, thank you to our sponsors, Todd Sturgeon Photography, Josh's Under 10 Dealership, Frickers of Lima, RTA Transport, Wilson Footballs, and of course, Audacity Entertainment. Working over there in the press box, doing the DJ booth. Our PA announcer, Ethan, does an incredible job, so make sure you give them a follow as well. If you're a fight fan, check out Carnage Media, where we have kickboxing, pro and amateur MMA, caged wrestling, folk-style wrestling with no out of bounds, where a pin is still a win. Make sure you check that out. As we have some good news, here's Dan Myers up and making it off the field with the assistance of his teammates. It's unfortunate to see him injured there. We hope it's not serious. A key contributor to this team, Drew Dameyer. As we will update you if we find out anything more on that front. As we are waiting for the penalty from the official. So there's the update. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Bandits. So that was the penalty. They are going to be walked back an additional 15 yards. So it's going to be 4th down from the 48-yard line. I think we've got a situation here. We got to get the chain gang back in their place. As it is 4th down and about half the field. The punt is away. This one's going to be fielded. Nope, it's going to fall short of the return men, and it's going to take a friendly Warrior bounce up to the 26-yard line where the Warriors will start their next drive. 6:48 remaining here in the fourth quarter, so the Warriors are going to have to make quick work. They are essentially in 2-minute drill territory the rest of the way because they need a touchdown, either a stop or an onside kick, and then another touchdown. So we'll see if these guys move with a little more up-tempo offense. We'll see if there's any no huddle going on, anything like that, as the Warriors will start this drive on their own 29. As Loon Sanchez takes the play to the huddle. Number 12, Ricky Nelson checked into the game in the slot right now. Sanchez takes a snap, looking back, going to drop this one off. Looking for the check down, but it falls incomplete. Batted down there at the line, and that will make it 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. Looked like they might have been trying to set up a screen pass on that play. So we will see what this next play call is. We've got Twig Johnson in the game at receiver, along with Jason Thomas and Ricky Nelson, as we mentioned. Running back is Torian Liu. Sanchez takes a snap, drops back. He's looking to his right, steps up, and that one is again deflected at the line of scrimmage. I believe that was number 69, Ihan Yost. But it was number 52, Justin George, who batted that play down. And that will make it 3rd and 10 for the Warriors. Considering the time left in this game, they are likely in 4-down territory. So they don't necessarily need to get it all here. Warriors break the huddle for this big 3rd and 10. Elijah Wilson has checked in the game. There's now 4 receivers. Sanchez takes a snap. He's looking Wilson's way. Now he's rolling to the left. And there's a flag on the play. Sanchez is going to try to get this one with his feet. He doesn't get all the way there. Gets probably about 6 or 7 yards. But there is a flag on the play. And that will be holding on the Warriors. So they will replay this 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and about 20, considering the spot of the hold. So the situation gets tougher for the Warriors offense. This long 3rd down from inside their own red zone. They got to have it. A 2-score deficit. They've got to get points on this drive. .608 remaining in the 4th quarter. So those quick incompletions have at least kept the game clock from running too much. And now we have another flag. And that one will be for a delay of game. So they're going to walk that one back 5 yards. And it will again be 3rd down. So the Warriors quickly back up to the line. And we'll see what they've got dialed up for this 3rd and long. Sanchez takes the snap. He's looking to his right. He's going to roll that way. He's got Lute out in front of him. Going to throw that one over to number 12, and that's complete. Pass completed to Ricky Nelson. And that's a huge 1st down for the Warriors, who have life now. It is 1st down right near midfield. Nelson did a great job coming back for that ball and making the grab. Sanchez kept the play alive with his feet, directing traffic. And very quickly back to the line are the Warriors. Sanchez takes the snap, dropping back again. That's a deep throw. And it is caught. I believe that is Ricky Nelson again, this time over the middle. And the Warriors have found something here with Nelson. That's back-to-back big plays. And they are very quickly back to the line once again. Snap, Sanchez looking to his right, steps up into the pocket, has to evade pressure. Now he may be sacked, and he will be sacked. Brought down by 2 Bandits. Looks like that was number 21, Antonio Thomas, who brought Sanchez down, and the Warriors again quickly back to the line. Just over 4 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Warriors back-to-back big plays have them in striking distance. Now Sanchez takes a quick snap, tosses it to Lute. Great catch, but not much room to run on that one as he is corralled by Malik Mack and Dominic Skaggs. And now it'll be 3rd down for Lima. Big 3rd down for the Warriors. Will they find another huge conversion here? So we've got Twig Johnson on the right with Ricky Nelson, who's been the big playmaker on this drive. Elijah Wilson and Christian Clark out to the left. Torian Lute in the backfield with Loon Sanchez. Sanchez takes a snap. He's looking left, steps back to the right. He's going to throw that one deep, and that is intercepted by Javon Walker at the goal line. He's got some blockers looking to make a big return, runs into his teammate, and he will go down at the 28-yard line, and that is the last thing that the Warriors needed. With about 5 minutes remaining, they have a tall task ahead of them now, as the Bandits will likely look to run out as much of the clock as they can. Unfortunate end to a drive that had such promise. A couple of big plays got the Warriors into enemy territory, and now it is Bandits' ball again at the 28-yard line. 2:49 remaining in the game, so it's going to be very difficult for Lima to be able to come back in this one. I think a first down for the Bandits, maybe 2 might do it. So let's see. They're going to have to go in looking to force a fumble. I doubt the Bandits put the ball in the air at this point in the game. And there it is. There's a handoff. Quickly rounded up. That is Rogers on the carry. He is tackled almost immediately, but there is a flag on the play. Tackle made by number 8, Dre Riley. And it's a face mask penalty on the Warriors, which will negate the big stop on first down. It's going to make it 1st and 10 once again after they walk off these 15 yards. About 30 seconds until the 2-minute warning. I believe we will see one more play from the Bandits. They're in no hurry to get to the line. Tough night for the Warrior offense. Some big turnovers at bad times kept them from putting any points on the board in this one. And another flag on the play. False start by Capital City. This game has been plagued with yellow laundry on both sides. Both teams heavily penalized today. Lots of false starts, lots of delay of games. So I'm sure each coaching staff will be working on that this week in preparation for next week's game. And now we have hit the 2-minute warning. So with 2 minutes remaining in this one, the Bandits are holding on to a 14-0 lead, looking to run the clock out on this one. Warriors defense certainly had its moments tonight. Unfortunately for them, they were on the field a lot. And this Capital City offense, with the different wrinkles they have, with the jet sweeps and the pop passes and the speed option especially, were too much to handle at times, did just enough to score 14 points, which will, it's looking like, be enough to earn the victory tonight. Once again, we want to thank all of you who have tuned in tonight, and I will give it another shout out to our wonderful sponsors: Audacity Entertainment, RTA Transport, Frickers of Lima, Josh's Under 10 Dealership, Todd Sturgeon Photography, Carnage Media, and of course, Alan East and our hosts here at Goodwin Field. Warriors travel to Detroit next Saturday, so don't miss that one. Follow us here on Facebook to be notified when the game goes live. As we are about to go live here in this one, final 2 minutes. Bandits have a man in motion. Takes a snap. It's a handoff to Jackson. And he is wrapped up and tackled. Couple of Warriors involved there. Number 6, Dakari Adams, was in the mix. I believe the tackle was made by number 45, Alexander McCoy. So we see number 10, Wheezy Dabbs, checking into the game for Ace Henley. One minute and 20 seconds remaining in this one. Lima Warriors, unfortunately, will start the home season off with a loss here to the Bandits. The Bandits' three-headed monster in that backfield, the combination of E.J. Jackson and Bob Lamo at running back and Malik Mack Sr., the quarterback, did most of their damage on the ground today, although in the second half, they did start getting things put together in the passing game as well. And unfortunately, the Warrior offense had some costly turnovers at bad times that kept them off the board tonight. Looks like we have a timeout here with 43 seconds remaining. So we will have maybe one, maybe two more snaps in this one. Bandits get set. Mack and a pistol, going to take a knee. And that ought to do it for this one, folks. Tough loss in the home opener for the Warriors as the Capital City Bandits hold on to win this one 14-0. We thank you all for joining us here on the Lima Warriors Facebook page. Once again, give us a follow to make sure you are up to date on everything Lima Warriors and you catch that next stream. Final shout out to our wonderful sponsors, Audacity Entertainment, Wilson Footballs, RTA Transport, Frickers of Lima, Josh's Under 10 Dealership, Todd Sturgeon Photography, and Carnage Media at Carnage Media PPV. So, folks, thanks one last time for joining us. I am Kev Nevick, and we thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. We will see you next time.